Hello, friends. My name is Carolyn Wade. I am an artist, art therapist, counselor, and healing art retreat leader. What I'd like to do tonight is talk to you about creating a self symbol of self love. So it could be a symbol that represents you, but also of your self love, your love of yourself. Some people struggle through finding self love, but ultimately we need to be able to love ourselves before we can love others, right? We need to be able to fill our own cup up in order for that cup to overfill and create ripple effects into the world and flow into the lives of others. So I want you to think about what things represent you. So you don't have to just think like, oh, okay, what's self-love, and then try to draw something really quick, but think about really deep inside, like things that really represent you, different types of symbols. So for me, I would probably put a heart. I will, I will incorporate a heart into mine. I collect heart things and I find heart rocks when I go out on like adventures, walking around or go to the beach, things like that. I'll find heart-shaped rocks. They'll just appear. Hearts will appear in other things for me. So that's a big symbol for me. Feathers is a symbol for me. My nickname is Birds, so that probably has a part to do with it. And so, things like that. Colors also. So it's not just the symbol, but colors. So there's certain colors that I'm very much drawn to. I love ocean colors, so kind of the blue, teal type colors. I also really like a real vibrant, bright pink. So those are things to take into account when you're thinking about a symbol to represent self-love and loving yourself. So what kind of things really resonate inside your heart, and what would make it feel even more inviting, comforting, loving? So I'll start by creating a basic part of my self symbol. So like I said, I would end up choosing to create a heart. So I will do a heart. That one's like a red color. I don't think I have any pink. I have a really light pink. So you can use markers, you can use crayons, colored pencils, you can use watercolor, whatever you have. You can do it in a journal, you can do it on some watercolor paper, multimedia paper. I mentioned that the ocean really has my heart. Like, I love the ocean colors, right? So that is definitely a self kind of symbol for me, is the ocean. So I'm gonna kind of do that like that's an ocean wave. Right, so there's the waves coming up. I might put another one. Alright. What else? Another thing that could be a symbol for me. I do not have pink, a bright pink, but I'll use this kind of purple color. So flowers. So I actually really love tulips, carnations, peonies. Also, hibiscus is a symbol that I often enjoy using. It represents my grandmother. So I might even put that inside my heart. You don't have to create a symbol where you encompass everything internally. I just happen to do so. But something that kind of bring you joy when you look at it. And take your time with this. I'm kind of sketching quickly just to give you the idea. Okay, so I can expand on this and continue to kind of add things. Just thinking about what kind of symbols will fill my heart and bring me joy, and that can be my representation of my self-love for myself. Now, yours could look totally different. You might not have a heart, you might have some other shapes. You might even just, if you want to put it within a shape, you could create a container, create a circle, a square, or something that you could then kind of contain the imagery in. You might not have symbols in the sense of like how I have a flower and water. You might decide to just do it as a flow of colors. You can also do that as your symbol of self-love, and what colors really just represent that for you. Maybe you draw a book, and then you can title that book with what resonates for you for representing self-love. What else? I'm trying to think of a lot of ideas kind of running through my head all at the same time. But yes, just anything that you can kind of bring you joy, things that would represent you. Something to represent self-love for you. So for me, I've got a heart with a flower and the water. Those all bring me peace, bring me joy, make me smile. Yeah, play with it. See what else you can add to yours. I might even put like wings coming off. Right, I could put wings coming off, or I could put like flames of fire, kind of a passion. So maybe part of your self-love is having freedom. Maybe the wings represent some freedom. Maybe a fieriness. If you put a flame, could be passion, some sexiness. Maybe you end up with an animal. You can incorporate an animal in there, because maybe that is a part of what brings you joy and your passion, and really loving yourself is also having the animals around. Play with the ideas, look for symbolism. If you need to write down and write out a little bit regarding different symbols that maybe show up regularly for you. Are there certain numbers that you're drawn to? Are there certain flowers that you're drawn to? Are there birds that come around regularly? Butterflies, bees, ladybugs, different types of creatures that show up like randomly, what feels like randomly in your life, but you realize it's happening multiple times, right? So there's signs being sent to you, perhaps. So maybe even look up what some of those things mean, what the meanings are, and just discover a little bit more about yourself and loving yourself and what that really means to you. All right, until next time, talk to you later. Bye.